We've actually got one of his concertinas here, but you're not playing it, are you? So we decided we like playing in B flat, you see. So we and these. If anybody, he can't get his tambourine quite in tune in B flat. So
it's always out of tune. Let me just do that one up. See what makes a difference.
It doesn't think much will make any difference. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll follow you then. This is a sort of dance that they'd use in pubs to dance solo step dancing to. So if anybody fancies a bit of a step dance over there, then you know. Okay, off you go with them. Well, I used to play with these blokes about 20, well yeah, it's a lot. It's because he sings in such funny keys. He sings in C and things like that. And
the people's key.
We can't cope with it without lots of different squeezy boxes.
C and tonic sulphur, that's all you need.
And we used to play in a dance band, and we used to play in songs stuff, and we used to play in a pub in Sussex called the Ram at Firle, which is now a gastro pub. And you can't go in there unless you shell out a lot of money. It was quite funny because it used to be a real old country boozer at one time. And it was a nice pub, really, and a lovely landlord and landlady who, if someone sing a quiet song and some person was making a noise, she'd go around, and I know to sling people out the pub because they wouldn't listen, you know. It was really the sort of person you want on your side, really, you know. And
scary lady.
One of the things that used to happen was quite interesting. I used to sing this song. It's called Three Daring Young Poachers, and we knew that in the bar, sort of like over there was the chief poacher of the parish, and over there was the gamekeeper, and they used to have this sort of, you know, sort of staring out thing that. So, Three Daring Young Poachers. What happens in this song is that they stick up these mock pheasants to make them try and shoot at them, but they don't get taken in by it. So. Three daring. Sorry, I just got with something throat. Start again. Three daring young poachers in the country do dwell, and they goes out to poaching, 'tis known very well. With the dog and the gun to the coverts they go, three hearty young fellas as ever was known. To be found a little or a light day. Here's a sweet lips and a robe and going out with their lights, sticking up wooden pheasants to shoot at by night. But these fellas, they being so crafty and sly, before they would shoot, they'd surely go by till we found a little Lorelei day. As they was a-beating the coverts to and fro, the birds they wouldn't shoot, for them they did know. Their necks were so crooked, their tails were so long, if they'd have shot, they'd have surely done wrong. We found a little Lorelei day. One to another, we'd better be gone, or else we shall stay in these coverts too long. But being hearty fellows, it's thus they did say, we'll first have a dozen and then go away till we found a little Lorelei day. When they got their dozen and went on their way, they left these two keepers in the coverts to stay. They would not come out, you quickly shall hear, but lay there a-trembling and a-shaking with fear. We found a little Lorelei day. And now to conclude and to finish my song, we leaves a few pheasants to rear up their young, and when they have reared 'em and brought up their young, it's away we go shooting with our dog and our gun. We found a little Lorelei day. I'm not going to sing too much tonight because I'm really pleased to have my old mates here. And what will do next?
Hello, good evening. William was a youthful lover. William loved a maiden fair. Bells did ring and birds did sing as to the church they did repair. Then came 20 brisk young sailors, dressed in grand and rich array. Instead of William being married, pressed he was and forced away. 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4 to none, 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3 and 1. Straightway his true love followed after, by the name of William Carr. Her soft hands and smooth white features soon were smeared with pitch and tar. Now behold the first engagement, bold she fought amongst the rest. Jacket open, void of danger, soon exposed her milk-white breast. 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4 to none, 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3 and 1. When the captain came to hear it, he said, "What wind has brought ye here? Kind sir, I came to find my true love, him you pressed I love so dear. If that you came to find your true love, tell to me his name, I pray. Kind sir, they call him William Taylor, him you pressed and forced away. 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4 to none, 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3 and 1. If William Taylor is your true love, he is both cruel and severe. If you rise early in the morning, you'll see him and his lady dear. for he some time ago was wedded, and lives his life a married man, and with a beauteous bride has bedded, a truth that none deny it can. 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4 to none, 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3 and 1. So she rose early in the morning, early by the break of day. There she saw young William Taylor walking with his lady gay. She called quickly for a pistol, it was brought at her command. There she shot young William Taylor by the same shot out of hand. 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4 to none, 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3 and 1. When the captain saw the wonder that the maiden fair had done, he straightway made her lieutenant of the frigate Thunderbomb. Ripest apple soon as rotten, hottest love is soon as cold. Young man's love is soon forgotten, since the girls have grown so bold. 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4 to none, 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3 and 1. Though I never went to college, but I heard the poets say, first the old love, then the new love, thus we while our time away. If all unrequited lovers served their loves as she served he, just think between here and Gateshead, how very scarce young men might be. 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4 to none, 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3 and 1.
When I can't sleep, I start to tell
Backwards. My singing does it put you to sleep? I know my singing put something.
You get involved with the odd numbers.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, I can tell you.
That's the first time I've heard that.
Yeah.
Nothing else. That's what I do.
Right, there they are. Better than counting sheep. And by the way, these two learned people over here, in my left ear, I can hear them getting the numbers all wrong.
I can't be good.
This song is not from the singing of anybody I knew, but a singer called Delia Murphy. It's a recorded version of her singing. Delia Murphy, great singer. And it's called Mary the Wild Moor. And if you've got tears to shed, be prepared to shed them now. It was on a cold winter's night, as the wind blew across the wild moor, that Mary came wandering home with a babe, till she came to her old father's door. Oh father, she cried, will you come down and open the door? I've a babe in my arms that will perish and die by the wind that blows across the wild moor. Oh, why did I leave this fair cot, where once I was happy and free, doomed now to roam without family or home? Oh, dear father, take pity on me. But her father was deaf to her cries, for the shame she had brought on their home. And the watchdog did howl, and the village bell tolled, and the wind blew across the wild moor. frenzy he tore his grey hair. When he came to the door in the morn, for Mary was dead, but the babe still alive, and the wind blew across the wide moor. And frantic with grief then he cried, as the tears down his cheeks they did pour, saying this cold winter's night she has perished and died by the wind that blows across the wide moor. And the old man he soon passed away, and the babe to her mother went soon. No one has lived there until this very day, and the cottage it has gone to ruin. But the villagers still point out the spot where the willows droop over the door, saying there Mary died once a young village child by the wind that blows across the wild moor.
First of all, can I say that for me, this is an enormous honour to be here. The Elliots of Bertley and the records. I've played as a very young man, in the countryside, a young man and a socialist, and the songs really meant a great deal to me. And your father meant a huge amount to men and women of my generation, and I think it doesn't get said often enough, probably outside this area. Anyway, I grew up in the country, unlike these two, and this song is a country song. A lot of songs, mean a lot to me, particularly what they say. This is a terrific song. It's about poverty and hardship and how the times in the past were much better. We don't agree with all that. It's called When This Old Hat Was New, and it was collected in the 1900s in Dorset by a man called Gammon. But interestingly, it was first printed in 1629, which shows you can't keep a good song down. It's called When This Old Hat Was New. I am a poor old man, come listen to my song. Provisions now are twice as dear as when that I was young. When this old hat was new and stood above my brow, what a happy youth was I when this old hat was new, when this old hat was new. But 80 years ago, the truth I do declare, men they took each other's word, they had no need to swear. No oaths they then required, men's words they were so true. 'Twas thus all in my youthful day, when this old hat was new, when this old hat was new. When the harvest time came round and we went forth to shear, how often were we merry made with brandy, ale and beer. When the corn it was brought in and placed upon the mound, the workers' bellies were well filled when this old hat was new, when this old hat was new. At the boards had stood the farmer, the table for to grace, and welcomed all as they came in, each knew his proper place. And the farmer's wife was there to give each man his due. 'Twas thus the way when best did reign, and this old hat was new, and this old hat was new. But the commons are taken in the cottage is pulled down. Molla's got no wool to spin her linsey woolsey gown. 'Tis cold and clothing scarce, and blankets are but few. But we were clothed both back and side when this old hat was new. When this old hat was new. When the Romans ruled this land, the commons they did give unto the poor in charity to help them for to live. But the poor are quite done o'er, we know this to be true. 'Twas not the way in Noah's day when this old hat was new. When this old hat was new. Vic doesn't like Oliver.
Scan tester. B flat we in or
Yes, we.
Man Moon.
Vic's gold badge of the English Folk Song Dance Society on Sunday in Gateshead, and people went over Vic's past and so on, and we'll probably refer several times in the evening to our own past, but somebody who didn't get much of a mention was a man who Vic knew well and I knew well, and we had a huge amount of I think we both have a great deal of admiration for, Ewan McCall. I knew McCall well, we didn't always get on, but that's the way he was with almost everybody, including several wives. But this is a song he wrote quite late in life about his father. And I grew up in the countryside, but my father was a man of the 1930s and worked in the motor trade. And although it's not about him, it has lots of senses of the generation of my father, and it's a lovely smashing song. It's called My Old Man. My old man. Oh, sorry, you got it worked out. Oh, my old man was.
Start again.
Sorry, start again.
Yeah, go on.
This is twice this has happened.
Well, I play the tune through to get the bit at the end.
I'll give you a shout when we're ready, alright?
Get a shout when you're ready. I'll be in the bar. So.
Oh, this time.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, my old man was a good old man, worked hard all his days. In the dust and smoke of the iron foundry, my old man was raised. Up to his knees in moulding sand, he wore his trade like a company brand. One of the Cyclops smoky band, that was my old man. Oh, my old man wasn't really old, it's just that I was young. And anybody over 12 years old was halfway to the tomb. He was loyal to his workmates all his life. He brought his weight packet home to his wife. Had a few beers on a Saturday night, that was my old man. Oh, my old man was a Union man, fought hard all his days. He understood the system and was wise to the boss's ways. He said, if you want what's yours by right, you've got to struggle with all of your might. You don't get nothing without a fight, he told me, my old man. Oh, my old man was a proud old man, at home on the factory floor. Until the day they kicked him out, they showed him to the door. They gave him his card, said things are slack. We've got a machine that's learning the knack of doing your job, so don't come back. The end of my old man. Oh, my old man, he was 51. What could he to do? A craftsman moulder on the dole in 1932. He did what dozens of others did, gave up the fight and the will to live. Just like thousands of others did, they killed him, my old man. Now my old man, he is dead and gone. Now I'm your old man. And my advice to you, my son, is to fight back while you can. Hang on to your job with a good firm grip. Look out for the man with the silicone chip. For if you don't, you've had your chips, the same as my old man.
That song was written about a company in Gateshead, Clark Chapman's.
Really?
Well, because Clark Chapman's had the old telegraph address of Cyclops, and you sing about one of the Cyclops smoking brown. I worked with Clark's for a lot of years.
Well, it could be. It could well be. I mean, McCall's dad was in Manchester, but yeah, it's the same story.
Because they had had their own foundries there and everything, just the same.
Same story.
Did you ever meet Kitty, Ewan's mother?
Yes, I did. I heard her sing in Stanley Road in Beckenham. She was a fantastic woman, extraordinary woman.
Corley's third wife, Peggy, would start the club, really. Encouraged us to start anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was wonderful.
William.
One summer morning Johnny arose, he dressed himself in his holiday clothes. Unto Miss Molly then he did say, come dress yourself, make no delay. We're trip unto the fair, oh, we're trip unto the fair, oh, we're trip unto the fair. Miss Molly she smiled and winked at John, and her best new gown then did put on. Come, she say, now let us be gone. Much pleasure I feel and declare. And as they linked arm in arm, took an umbrella for fear of the storm. And as they tripped along the way, those pretty young lambs did skip and play. When going unto the fair, oh, when going unto the fair, oh, when going unto the fair. And when unto the fair they came with cake and wine, John fed his dame. And when unto the show they came, cried Molly, I'd like to go there. When from the show they did come out, around the stalls John led her about, and he bought her ribbons red, yellow and blue. And he promised her what I won't tell you, coming home from the fair, oh, coming home from the fair, oh, coming home from the fair. And when the dusk it did come on, young Molly's eyes like stars did shine. Come, she say, now let us be gone. Much pleasure I feel and declare. And as they tripped the meadows along, John sang to Molly a sweeter song, and her foot did slip, and by chance she fell down. Cried Johnny to Molly, you're green, your gown. Coming home from the fair, oh, coming home from the fair, oh, coming home from the fair. Thank you.
One or two?
Do
Two, okay. Well, I'll do
Baldwin.
Baldwin, I do.
Yeah, good.
This is, I don't actually approve of hunting, really. I don't know if it's because of the cruelty involved in it or the sort of people who do it. I think it's probably up a perch up there, actually. It's a heavy concertina.
What?
This is not in the script, Nick.
Some of these, it's a heavy one, this one. You can't.
I'll
I'll just hit the wrong notes if I. Anyway, this is a lot of the material we done is from Sussex. The last song was from Mabs Hall, wasn't it?
Yes.
And this is an old songbook from one of the first folk song collections that was made. It's had the wonderful title of "Songs of the Peasantry of the Weald of Kent and Sussex" by a man called John Broadwood. And it's a hunting song, but it's a hunting song that takes the sort of it takes the perspective of the fox and puts it in his words, and it's got a great tune, and we'll have a go. We've only played this together ever today, so God knows what that Most gentlemen take great delight in a hunting bold Reynard the fox. 'Twas by Gaffer Gills I did lay, and I fed upon fat geese and ducks. It was by Gaffer Gills I did lie, not thinking how soon I should die. Chased by a fresh pack of hounds, caused me from me country to fly. It was by Gaffer Gills I did lay, and I lived at a plentiful rate. Young lambs there are plucked on their bones, and the farmers gan for me to hate. Lord Jones for the king's own did say, Tommy Bosun, he swore I should die. Chased by a fresh pack of hounds, caused me from me country to fly. For 40 long miles I rambled, and I ran them in 3 hours pace. Well, it made me old coat stand on end, as the hounds followed on me apace. Well, it's many times I've been pursued by dogs that can run like a cow, but in all the whole course of my life, never had such a breathing till now. Play through. It was by Simon Sturt's where I wandered, and a gamekeeper shot through me thigh, and it's pardon, dear huntsman and hound, but for this fatal wound I must die. Well, me coat it lay close to me back, for to hear the brave huntsman's allow. sweat dropped like the dew in the morning, for to hear how the hounds they did follow. It was in stony fields that they killed me, when the bloodthirsty hounds they did follow, and they tore me old jacket to pieces. Good Lord, how the huntsman did holler. And it's now that Bold Reynard, he said, dread, we'll down to the tavern and dine. Dip is for pad in a bumper, drink the Lord's health and good wine. Oh, Alan was going to do one more.
We'll do one more, is that alright?
Yeah.
Lovely, aye.
That's the first week up on the back of the chair.
This is a song with a chorus, which many of you will know. But I just say, well, a couple of things, but it comes from where I was born, it comes from Oxfordshire, it comes from very near where I was born, it comes from a village called Cassington, and it was collected from two old brothers called Cantwell. Unfortunately, it got taken up by the second folk song revival with a great deal of guitars, banjos and piano accordions, and it's always belted out incredibly fast by groups like the Dubliners and the Clancy Brothers and Ian Campbell and all various others. So I'm going to sing it the way the Cantwells sung it. It's a lyrical, beautiful song of courtship. It's got a fabulous chorus, and if you like a bit of singing, you'll know it. You can harmonise, you can do all sorts of stuff. You'll recognise it straight away. They called it the Soldier and the Lady. It's normally called the Bold Grenadier. As I went a-walking one morning in May, I beheld a young couple together did play. And one was a young maid, and her beauty shone clear, and the other was a soldier, and a bold grenadier. And they kissed so sweet and comforting, as they clung to each other. They went on along the road, like sister and brother. They went on along the road, till they came to a stream. And they both sat down together, love, to hear the nightingale sing. And out of his knapsack he took a long fiddle, and he played such a merry tune as the valleys did sing. He played such a merry tune as her heart it did ring. Oh, hark, hark, said the maid, how the nightingales sing. Come on. And they kissed so sweet and comforting, as they clung to each other. They went on along the road, like sister and brother. They went on along the road, till they came to a stream. And they both sat down together, love, to hear the nightingale sing. Oh, now, says the soldier, 'tis time to give o'er. Oh, no, said the fair maid, play just one tune more. For I do love your playing, and the touch of your long string. and to see the pretty flowers grow and hear the nightingales sing. And they kiss so sweet and comforting as they come to each other. They went darling along the road like sister and brother. They went darling along the road till they came to a stream, and they both sat down together, love, to hear the nightingale sing. Oh, now, says the fair maid, will you marry me? Oh, no, says the soldier, that never can be. For I am a wife of my own, in my own country, and she is the prettiest little maid that you ever did see. And they kiss so sweet and comforting as they come to each other. They went darling along the road like sister and brother. They went darling along the road till they came to a stream, and they both sat down together, love, to hear the nightingale sing. Now I'm off to India for 7 long years, drinking wine and strong whiskey instead of small beer. And if ever I return again, it will be in the spring, and we both sit down together, love, to hear the nightingale sing. And they kiss so sweet and comforting as they come to each other. They went darling along the road like sister and brother. They went darling along the road till they came to a stream, and they both sat down together, love, to hear the nightingale sing. Thank you.
Out as a poem written by a lady called Mrs. Harrison from Leeds, and it tells of the time when lots of people used to go out to work and leave their children, and their children were generally looked after by extended families or even neighbours who were known as uncles and aunts. I'm sure you can all remember that sort of thing. And people used to take them in if there was any problem. I think you'd probably be arrested if you did that now. And it was put to a nice little tune. It's called Other Folks' Children. There are other folks' children, they come and they go. Me door and me heart's always open and low. I grumble sometimes when they're under me feet. I miss 'em a deal when they leave me at night. When mother shouts Johnny or Lizzie or Fred, then rushing down Ginnell, they're off home to bed. And I'm left by myself then with cat, 'cause you see, they're other folks' children, they can't stay with me. They come in for butties and humbugs and toys. They tell me their troubles and bring me their joys. And sometimes I bandage a finger and knee and sing 'em out songs as me mam sang to me. They all but live here and it runs in me head. The night when old lieutenant's tucked up in bed upstairs there, but then as I locked door I know there are other folks' children, they come and they go.
Wow.
I do find lovely Jessie near thee, when every green with flowers is lined, and linnets sing to cheer thee. Then my love so fair and kind, heaven would be near thee. Heaven would be near thee. Heaven would be near thee. Though 'tis not the charms of spring can add a charm to cheer thee, when every pleasure took to wing and left the pastures dreary, when every bird forgot to sing, heaven would be near thee. Heaven would be near thee. Heaven would be near thee. Left to winter's frost and snow, when storms descend severely, left with birds to pick the slow, and left with thee to cheer me. Still while life's red tide shall flow, heaven would be near thee. Heaven would be near thee. Heaven would be near thee. Banished to some barren isle, where storms descend severely, Jessie blessed with thee the while, still life was left to cheer me. Still on fate with thee I'd smile, heaven would be near thee. Heaven would be near thee. Heaven would be near thee.
Are you from the,
He is. From the...
Yes,
Yes,
you know.
wherever that is.
the fourth degree?
Oh yes, your first year fresh
Course
face.
man.
Yes, good lad.
I apologise to Steve for this because he's already heard this one. I'm going to take us across the pond, and it's ostensibly a lovely song. It's actually about a child who's been left in a burning house while everybody is out picking the corn.
Oh.
So it's a really uplifting song.
Go to sleep, you little babe. Go to sleep, you little babe. Mama gone away and your daddy don't stay. Didn't leave nobody but the baby. Go to sleep, you little babe. Go to sleep, you little babe. Everybody's gone and the cotton and the corn didn't leave nobody but the babe. Don't you weep, pretty babe. Don't you weep, pretty babe. She's long gone with her red shoes on, gonna need some other loving babe.
Your sweet little babe, your sweet little babe. The honey and the rock and the sugar don't stop. Gonna bring this bottle to you, babe. Go to sleep, you little babe. Go to sleep, you little babe. You and me and the devil makes three. Don't need no other loving babe. Go to sleep, you little babe. Go to sleep, you little babe. And come and lay your bones on the alabaster stones and be my ever-loving babe.
You get them Indians.
Yeah.
For the north.
For 7 years a lady waited. She waited for her love's return. And all the while that she was waiting, she wove the threads for her wedding shawl, and she sang my, oh my, a sad and lonely maid of mine. And in the threads she wove a pattern, a picture of her hopes and dreams, of when her love would be returned, and bring an end to her woeful years. And she sang my, oh my, a sad and lonely maid of mine. And all is by, a sad and lonely maid of mine. And when no token was received, and not a word of love was heard, she fell to pondering her constancy, and to regret all her wasted love. And she sang my, oh my, a sad and lonely maid of mine. So when the 7 years were over, she knew her waiting had been in vain. She's put her shawl around her shoulder, she's turned her back, and she's walked away. Thank you.
Tickle bogies tune with my short coat and tartan plaidy. First when I come, my bonny love to see, she'd stayed in her bed till her breakfast was ready. When her breakfast it was laid, they sat down. She said she had been in the fields with her daddy, but weel I kenned by the silk of her hands, she'd stayed in her bed till her breakfast was ready. They gaed out to have a walk, till the dinner was ready. He's put her on his high horseback, and she gone for a war with a Hieland laddie. When at last to the Hielands they come, there was nothing there fitting for a lady. Nothing was there for her to lie upon, but a wee puckle heather and his tartan plaidie. In my father's house there are blankets and sheets. They are very thick and bonny, and it's right angry my father would be to see me lying here in your tartan plaidie. In the Hielands there are lots of sheep. They are very thick and bonny. It's ye'll gather wool and ye can't spin, and mak ye a blanket instead o' a plaidie. A coach and six for me prepare, a coach and six it was made ready, a coach and six for to take her for a war, and back she has gone to her home in Kilbogey. Yes.